Yeah. If I took time, would you feel secure if I told you everything on my mind? Imagination can't take its toll. Let it run wild with some time, it'll turn you cold. Night, you're saving up your feelings till it feels right. Put up a good fight. If you can't throw a punch, then it don't feel right. 'Cause you can't cover it up anymore. You gotta play old so sure. And you're coming out so tough. Are you sure? You're strong enough to stay on my mind. Are you strong enough? Are you strong enough to stay on my mind? Are you strong enough to stay on my mind? We're way too young to even know if we're a moment, if we're better alone. Don't make a promise if you're gonna run. Give me no option. You're not strong enough. Some good times, sending all our feelings through a phone line. Put up a good fight. If you can't throw a punch, then it don't feel right. 'Cause you can't cover it up anymore. You gotta play old so show up. And you're coming out so tough. Are you sure? Oh, you're strong enough to stay on my mind. Strong enough to stay on my mind. Crave your love, so I miss you when you're not by my side. Can you keep up? Keep hanging on until our bodies touch. Are you strong enough? You say give it to me, but I don't play that nice. You say give it to me, but will you pay the price? 'Cause you can't cover it up anymore. You gotta play or don't show up, baby. Are you strong enough? And you're coming out so tough. Are you sure? Oh, you're strong enough to stay on my mind. Are you strong enough to stay on my mind? Crave your love, so I miss you when you're not by my side. Can you keep up? Keep hanging on until our bodies touch. Are you strong enough?
Head up in the game, head up in the game, head up in the game, whoa.
First up, this player has the most wins in NBA playoff history. Is it Kobe Bryant, Derek Fisher, Robert Horry, or Tim Duncan? That is a whole lot of wins.
We're the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Lots of enthusiasm around that presentation of the Star-Spangled Banner. And we've got plenty more coming up. Stay tuned.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Magic in Orlando. Well, for Orlando, they occupy the coveted 8th spot in the Eastern Conference standings, the final playoff spot, and they'll be hanging on to it for dear life, trust me. Guys, in the past, Shot blockers used to live in the paint. Now you think of a player like Anthony Davis who can smother you inside and out.
Man, I'm really thinking about this, Ernie. He can move his feet against pretty much anyone. He's tough to shoot over. An invaluable asset on the offensive end as well as the defensive end. Long arms. That's tough, Shaq.
And I'm glad it's him and not me. I could imagine chasing Kenny around the perimeter.
Oh, that would have been fun.
Tired.
Yeah.
You chase me around the locker room sometime.
Yeah, you talk too much.
Let's see.
Hey, you know what? I had a question, too.
What's
Yeah.
that?
This whole thing that we've talked about before, how many people are watching as opposed to how many people are not watching?
Oh, it's a lot of
So
people
here's the deal.
watching.
So if you're watching right now,
Okay.
raise your hand.
Okay.
Okay, people out there, raise your hand if you're
Right.
watching.
Okay.
Now, if you're not watching, raise your hand. See?
You can't see the people.
Nobody's not watching.
You can't see the people not watching.
I rest my case, Counselor.
Yes.
Thanks for joining us. Here's
The
Kevin
case
Harlan.
versus Ernie versus Kenny, Ernie wins.
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche NBA, a celebration of the amazing Latin culture in this league and its fans all around the globe. A great tradition we get to enjoy. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me tonight, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, with our Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. You look at Orlando, they're good enough for 8th place in the conference right now, looking to hold on to that.
And when I look at Orlando, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and I'm sure they're disappointed in that. I mean, they were hoping to take that next step.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, Aaron Gordon is progressing as a shooter. He said, what I've done is connected my three, my pull-up, and my free throw. They're all the same shot now. I'm going to keep trusting my skill, and eventually it'll all come together. With my motor, I feel like whatever I'm doing out there, I can just keep going and going. Kevin?
Tremendous athleticism. Thanks, D.A. Chris, you look at the grind of a regular season. Adam Silver seems open to fewer games or even fewer minutes per game. What do you think of that?
This is one that I'm not with, Kevin. You know, in my day,
Right.
you had guys play 82 games. And let's go back to the days of Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain. They were playing in shoes that basically were socks, and they didn't have tape, and they didn't have all the things that we're privy to in the medical industry. So I think we should keep it at 82 games and minutes the same, because it keeps a full context of sports where you can talk about Harden versus or Westbrook versus a Big O. It keeps the argument in the same place. I think fewer games, fewer minutes starts to change the dynamics and the expectations of what players can do. I don't mind changing it, adding tournaments, letting guys get more rest, but I think the number of games and the minutes of the game has to stay 48 minutes, has to stay 82 games in my opinion.
Very interesting. And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Green out there with Bradley. And it's McGee in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fultz is out there with Evan Fournier. And it's Isaac in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Fultz, following the basket by LeBron James. That's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. Here's Vucevic over to the left wing. Here's Isaac. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The 6th pick back in 2017, 6'10" Jonathan Isaac out of Florida State. Greg, what have you seen from him?
Came in somewhat raw, potential as a rangy defender. Offensively, though, still a ways to go.
That's good from Isaac.
And with LeBron James managing to extend his prime, the pressure is on this Lakers organization to make the most of it.
Yeah, you're right, G.A. I mean, it's the kind of pressure you want, though. I mean, getting those superstar players is the hard part. Finding that supporting cast, that's the hard work part.
The Lakers making a switch here. Howard's checked in, so he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
And the overall skill set that Isaac possesses really off.
Oh, what a beautiful play!
What intensity, did you see that?
Oh,
great. You love how fierce James is, a ferocious dunk artist.
Here's Fultz. 14 points from him the last game against Chicago. We're about 1 minute into the first. Outside Fournier. Isaac kicks to Fultz. And there's the call on James. That's his first foul.
A foul right off the bat. You hate to pick up your first one so quick.
Orlando moving the ball around. And then Gordon with the dunk.
I love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
Basket good.
They're finding every shot they've wanted so far. Perfect 3-for-3 start.
LeBron's gone a perfect 3-for-3 so far. Bradley on the double team. To the paint. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played. Davis has the open look. Good on the three-point shot.
They've come out the locker room. His eye. 4 for 4 to start tonight.
Now the pass to Gordon. It's stolen by Davis. The drive by James. And James throws it down hard.
That's how LeBron likes to attack. So effective at scoring on the move.
The Magic have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Now here's Fultz. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. A three-pointer is right on target.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Yeah, it's all about establishing a rhythm. I mean, you start to see it fall, you begin to believe.
Yeah, complete focus right now. Such an impressive start to this game. 100% from the field.
To the inside. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
They've come out with guns a-blazing. 4 for 5 from the field. They've got the D really.
Here's James, and finished off by LeBron.
James is just remarkable, showing no remorse when he's attacking the rim.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Now Fultz. Outside Fournier. Pass to Isaac. There's the triple. And Davis pulls it down.
Even for a player who's not a three-point specialist, I mean, that's a shot you got to knock down.
2 points. That one goes.
It's no wonder why they're in front when you're taking into consideration that he's been perfect from the field so far.
Now here's Fournier. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pulls up on the elbow. Dwight Howard grabs the board.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And he gets it to go. 14 points for LeBron.
Now you got to be in awe of James, an offensive juggernaut. He's caught fire here tonight.
Here's Fultz following the basket by LeBron James. Here's Isaac. Chalk up 2 there. Isaac's got 6.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's LeBron. Again, the Lakers.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
Bradley on the double team. Outside Gordon. To the middle. Here's Isaac. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Yeah, and Isaac, he just makes dunking look easy. It has an incredible reach and quickly gets up off the floor to throw that one down.
Good work there as it goes. Davis has got his second basket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And here's Fournier. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game. Inside, it's good from Gordon on the assist from Fultz.
Wow, the solid court awareness. Leave someone open on fault squad, and you're going to regret it.
James. LeBron with another miss. The Magic trail by 7. Isaac with the ball. Now guarded by Brad. Isaac misses.
Oh, that's one of the few times they'll get away with leaving him that wide open.
The drive by James makes it off the glass. He's got 18.
He's pulling out all the tricks this quarter. They can't figure out how to stop him.
And stolen by James. Jumps up, and James throws it down.
And James is great at staying alert on defense, pouncing on any opportunity he sees to swipe the ball.
Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Fultz dishes to Fournier. Pass to Vucevic. And here is Isaac. And another shot. Gordon trying to break loose. And Vucevic with the layup.
No basket feels better than a putback. Love getting rewarded for grinding it out on the glass.
And that one's good. Green.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
Here's Bradley. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Oh, and no shortage of speed. I mean, Bradley striking quickly in transition.
And it's Fultz with the ball for the Magic. Trailing by 13. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago. Here's Vucevic. And it's blocked by Bradley. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Bradley. The Magic making a switch here. Ross is checked in. The Lakers also making some changes. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for LeBron. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Bradley. Here's Isaac. Another miss by Orlando. Los Angeles leading by 13. Goes back up. And there's a nice layup by Kuzma.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Magic have gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. Pass to Vucevic. And Vucevic throws it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Here's Isaac. That shot off. Kuzma with the defensive effort. Here's Davis. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got his 3rd assist on the night.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
By himself, and it's Davis finishing it off.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, you think defensively that you try to pack in the lane. I mean, but that opens up some opportunities for their shooters.
Shot by Gordon, wide open. From outside, off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
I mean, come on, fellas. Keep your head in the game. I mean, that pass should have been basic.
DJ Augustine's checked in for Markelle Fultz. And then for Los Angeles, Markieff Morris comes in for Dwight Howard. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Green. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. You played for a lot of different coaches in your career, Chris. I'm sure you saw characteristics that you like in a head coach with all the different people you played for.
Yeah, definitely. You definitely want coaches that challenge you, that want to make you better, that helps with the team chemistry. But I would say, number one, you want a coach that understands they are such a good coach that their job is to infuse you with as much information during practice, and then come game time, they trust you to go out and do your thing. They don't micromanage during the big games. They say, wait a minute, we put in enough practice time, you know what we should do, now go out there and execute. The ones that trust you, you gotta love.
Right. So for the Magic, Bamba is checked in for Vucevic, and it's James Ennison for Isaac. The Lakers also with a sub. Caruso's checked in. Lays it up and banks it in.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Morris. It's hauled in by Gordon.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Out to the right wing. And the dunk by Bamba.
And that 7'9" wingspan on full display there. Bamba swooping in with authority.
Here's Caruso. And it's Orlando with the rebound. They went to Los Angeles for their last meeting with the Lakers and came out with a victory.
And they had to scrape and claw to get the win the last time these two teams went head-to-head. It came down to a few key free throws at the end.
It's Caldwell Pope with the drive. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Augustine against Rondo. And Augustine kicks to Ennis. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Here's Caruso. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
Rondo on the double team. Back to Augustine. Down low, here's Ross, and the jam by Ross.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. Count that bucket. Kuzma's got his second bucket.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Augustine passes to Ennis. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Lakers ball. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see which teams have the most buckets in transition since the All-Star break. The Lakers second.
You know, the NBA season is a marathon, but the way they played since the break, man, they're running a sprint. How about that transition offense?
The drive by Rondo. He doesn't hit that one. And it's the Magic taking it the other way.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
And the basket by Gordon. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. A 12-point game. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. Here's Augustine. His last outing, 16 points for him. Gordon played in with a nice touch off the glass. Gordon's got 8.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Here's Caruso. Drains the 19-footer. And the Lakers lead by 12.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
And here comes the break. Kuzma with it, and it's Gordon picking him up, and it's blocked by Gordon. Augustine against Kuzma. To the middle, here's Ross, and then jammed down as he goes right over Markieff Morris.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup. And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And so it's the Lakers with it, following the three-pointer by Orlando.
And he's just gotten so much better at being able to pull up in traffic there off the dribble. Rondo can make the D pay if you fall asleep.
Now here's Ennis. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Ross with a wide open look. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way. Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Oh, man, they've built a monster lead here early on, and a lot of this is due to the game plan.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. Back to the action after this word. LeBron James is the all-time leader in playoff field goals made, and he had this to say about his ability to nail clutch shots.
I always feel like I got it. I always feel like I got it in the clutch, no matter what's going on throughout the course of a game. Even when you're struggling at times or you're not shooting the ball particularly well, I just feel like it's going in.
And you know, Greg, that's the type of confidence you got to have.
The words of a leader. James has proven time and time again that he's dangerous in late game situations.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vámonos. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Rondo and Caldwell Pope in the backcourt. Morris is out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Kuzma in at the three. Just two to shoot. McGee with the block.
Oh, this is McGee's role. He's out here to defend and to stifle shooters whenever he can.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
And some great moments for Rajon Rondo. Helped Boston to a title back in 2008. And as we know, he's a four-time All-Star.
Yeah, one of the most honorary, toughest, and smartest players in the league. He devours films. I mean, he makes his son watch film. You see that his 4-year-old son is watching film with him. What's going on, man? He's made it clear. Once his playing days are done, he wants to be an NBA coach.
Tipped away. And so here's Orlando. The Magic trail by 14. The pass to Ross. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Fans, broadcasters love to see teams get out and attack in transition. Would you like to see the league crack down on intentional fouls that will halt that break, slow down that break, stifle that break?
No, because the home fans or the fans of the team that's fouling doesn't want that team to get out and get an easy 2 points. I mean, we still have to have defense in the game, so anything that takes away from teams scoring, you just can't say, well, we want to watch them score, don't do it. No. And very honestly, if you're an unselfish team, usually on those breaks, it's usually because a player holds the ball too long.
Right.
Usually they have another open player in front of them that they could pass it up to. And if you're an unselfish team, usually you'll still give the fans what they want. And that's a crazy highlight on the break.
Fournier is checked in for Orlando. The Lakers also changing it up. James checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And Bradley's subbed in for Rajon Rondo. So he gets them both.
Oh, not many players with the more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
The drive. Whoa, what a finish!
Run that back. I want to see the replay now. Shooting one. Love watching James show off his muscle. No one getting in his way. The D can't stop him.
Still playing at an MVP level, LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
Man, his dedication to training and really maintaining his body second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference.
And James throws it down.
James is effective at getting near the basket. Always look to dunking it home.
And it's Carter Williams with the ball for the Orlando Magic, trailing by 17. And there's the call on James. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Magic making a change here. Vucevic has checked in. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Here's Bamba. Excellent D that time there from McGee.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Here's Caldwell Pope. No good off the back of the rim. The Magic trail by 17. Here's Ross. The Magic again can't hit.
I like what he was trying to do, shaking the D with the fadeaway. Tough look, though.
That's good from Caldwell Pope on the assist by James. 6 points for Kentavious Caldwell Pope. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. A shot by Carter Williams, nobody around. And he can't stop the run as he misses. The drive by James, and LeBron throws it down.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Fournier with the ball. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And there's the feed to Vucevic. 4 on the clock. The Lakers with the rebound. McGee's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Caldwell Pope again, Los Angeles.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
Isaac's checked in for Bamba, and Anthony Davis is checked in for the Lakers. Green comes in for Caldwell Pope. A challenging stretch here for Orlando. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. Now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. That will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do in the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you. Fultz is checked in for Orlando.
Entering for your Magic, Markelle Fultz.
Feeds to Vucevic. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
Such incredible hops for a center. Look, it allows him to hold his own against any other five in the league.
And James throws it down.
Oh, nice look by Bradley, moving it to the open man.
The Magic have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Count that one from Isaac. Los Angeles leading by 20. And here's Bradley from 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Oh, 3-point shooting. I mean, the strength of Bradley's game offensively, incredible.
Now here's Fultz. Pass to Isaac. Fournier in the corner. Takes the three. They get the rebound. Vucevic. Excellent D that time there from McGee.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, James. Hey, Chris, this year pioneer Chuck Cooper inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame. Long overdue, wouldn't you say?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, he was the first African-American player ever to be drafted. I mean, let's just think about that.
Mm-hmm.
Jackie Robinson of basketball. He paved the way, and what he endured, and his teammates, by the way, of all colors, is well documented. And I think the Celtics need to, and I think they will retire his number 11 and have it hang up in that famed Raptors of theirs over there.
I agree. Now here's Carter Williams. 20 points for him last game against Chicago.
And it was the little things, too. I mean, getting to the line, finding ways to get his points any way possible.
Trying his luck from deep. Rebound the Lakers. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. James finds Davis, shoots over Isaac, and there's Davis. That's good on the assist by James. LeBron's got 3 assists in the game. Fultz looking around. Well, it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession.
In a moment here, let's check out the numbers for Davis. Just an incredible month of basketball. Averaging about 27 points per, 10 rebounds, and over 2.5 blocks. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
This last stretch, unbelievable tenacity going to the glass. It's been reflected in that stat sheet.
Pass to Isaac. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And amazing to watch Isaac when he gets going. Just demonstrates he has all the tools to become a dominant force offensively.
And that one drops.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. Greg, when you evaluate Avery Bradley, the offense isn't what it once was, but the defense is certainly still there.
Yeah, Bradley has struggled with the scoring in recent years, but defense, that does not go cold. Still a menace to ball handlers, and his reach and length can suffocate perimeter players.
Howard's checked in for Los Angeles. And look now at a few years' worth of data. Some of the assist numbers under the microscope for Rondo.
The drop in his assists over the past few years have made him more of a one-dimensional player offensively. He needs to get that passing element back in his game, and that'll make life a lot more difficult for opposing defenses.
And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. James with the ball.
You see that hounding defense by Bradley? I mean, he got them out and running that time.
And it's Fultz with the ball for Orlando. Passes it to Carter Williams. It's Fournier on the wing from outside the arc. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. Carter Williams has got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Davis. Rebounded by Isaac. Orlando's gotten fond of that three-point shot here in the second quarter. 4 of 9. It's stolen by Davis. And here's the fast break. Davis leading the way. And Davis throws it down.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Fultz kicks to Fournier. And it's Carter Williams in the corner. Off target with his 3.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Davis drives in and finished off by Davis.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Orlando's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Magic shooting at 51%. Really solid. Now Fultz. 5 points in the game. It's Fournier on the wing. The three-pointer no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And finished off by Davis.
Oh, improving his floor awareness. Howard has a decent sense for when his guys are open.
It's been several possessions since they've converted.
And they've got to find a way to change that.
Now here's Fultz. D right on him. To the paint. Here's Isaac. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible. And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him now.
Here's Bradley, and some very quick points for him on that possession. Bradley's got 7 points for the quarter.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Fultz dishes to Carter Williams. For 3, Fournier. Here's Vucevic, and Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
And the trade for Anthony Davis a risk for the Lakers, but they feel, Greg, that both sides will find an extension this offseason.
There is mutual interest from both sides. Lakers made the trade confident Davis would resign. A bit of a leap of faith, but the Lakers did everything they could to secure Davis long term.
And he knocks down the first one.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
So for the Magic, Gordon's checked in for Fournier. James Ennis comes in for Carter Williams. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Fultz. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. Alex Caruso comes in for Danny Green. Second free throw, no good.
Didn't have a free throw in the first quarter, but you can see he's starting to play with more energy now. He has a tougher attitude.
And there's the pass to Gordon. He's looking for Isaac and finds him.
Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
And here are the Lakers. Here's LeBron. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. DJ Augustine picks one up.
And one of the more transcendent athletes in the game. Aaron Gordon still has some untapped potential. He could make a big leap.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Start it.
And Greg, we've seen Gordon playing in a slower-paced system. He was asked to play at the small forward.
Not ideal, Kevin. He's better off as a small ball power forward. getting out in the lane and using those springs to rise over the D.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for Davis. If you're wondering who's been the best among the men in the middle, look no further. Here are the leaders in rebounding for the second half of the season. Fifth, Nikola Vucevic.
He has taken his rebounding very seriously since the break. It's really paid off for him and his team.
That free throw missing.
Oh, you love how effortless James makes this game look. Everything comes easy to him.
He hits the second from the line. Here are the Magic now. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Out to the wing. Here's Isaac. No good on the 3.
Well, he hit that 1 3-pointer in the first quarter. Still none so far here in the second.
Nice shot by James.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And it's sent back by Howard.
Howard, one of the league's most feared rim protectors in the league.
And finished off by LeBron.
Just playing with poise and confidence, man. They continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, Greg, they're just playing smart basketball, reading the floor well and executing.
Rondo against Augustine. To the inside, and stolen by Howard. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Caruso, no good. And so it's Ennis bringing it up now for the Orlando Magic. Over in the corner, Isaac. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
And James gets it to go.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Got a piece of it. Ennis in the corner to end the run. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine. Augustine's got 4 assists now tonight. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Well, this is the confidence Kuzma plays with. I mean, he feels like he can score on intense defense whenever he wants.
Bamba is checked in for Orlando. Ross comes in for
Mind
Isaac.
the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Yeah, and at Utah, Kyle Kuzma restricted to more of a traditional power forward role. Now, the wide-open NBA style has unleashed his game.
And stolen by Kuzma. The finish, and Kuzma slams it in.
The quick instinct of Kuzma. He's good at knowing when to go after steals.
And for the Magic, they're shooting 41% from the field in the second quarter up to this point. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Inside, Bamba. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Orlando shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Two shots.
And that one misses.
And sort of known for that crazy length, Bamba's also extremely bright. Got offers from Ivy League schools, including Harvard.
And he's good on the second.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Augustine passes to Ennis. Back to Augustine. Three-pointer. No good that time. And so it's Los Angeles. Way out in front. Their lead at 38 points as we close out the quarter. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Contavious, you guys came out with a lot of energy in the first half. What got you going?
Like you said, we came out with a lot of energy. We wanted to get easy basket layups, knock down shots.
You got all that and more in that first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He went on an historic scoring frenzy, tallying a ridiculous number of points, 4 assists, and 1 rebound. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
What's clear so far is LeBron's combination of power and athleticism is still largely unmatched. Whether he's operating with the back to the basket, driving, in transition, his physical superiority usually wins out.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Magic.
Well, they got to do a better job on the glass. Ernie, they got outworked. They were weak physically. That's part of how they fell behind in this game. I think if they can control those things, they'll be okay, Ernie.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take it down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Oh, you're so right, Greg. I mean, he did a great job of attacking the seams, getting to the rim, and then finishing strong.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Markelle Fultz. And it's Isaac in at small forward. And that's the group for Steve Clifford as we begin the second half. Here's Fournier following the basket by Anthony Davis. To the inside. And the shot goes in from Fultz. Fultz has got 7.
And the talent Fultz has, I mean, it's evident. He's terrific at finding ways to score close to the basket.
And that one's good. James.
LeBron. Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Down low, here's Vucevic. McGee with the block, and he's able to get it back.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
I mean, the passing genius of LeBron coming to the surface. I mean, a look that only a few players in the league can make.
Davis, the pass to LeBron, and LeBron throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
And it's Gordon missing.
Might take them a little while to find their stride here in the second half. Only 1 for 4 so far. They just need to calm down, play their game.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Absolutely relentless. They're in the flow and riding that wave for as long as they can.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Magic shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Evan Fournier.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. And he sinks the second. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on an 11-3 run. James, and good. There's another.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Ball's knocked loose. And good. He hits it again.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. And it's Fultz with the ball for Orlando. Outside Fournier. For the three. Count that one from Isaac. Isaac's got 19 points.
And you just can't let Isaac get that much room to shoot it from deep. He's a very consistent three-point shooter with a fluid shooting form.
Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 15-6 run. Here's Green, and there's another one for the Lakers.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Oh, just a dream scenario for them so far. Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Now, here's Isaac. He's got 19. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
His shooting has been a bright spot for them. Otherwise, they've struggled as a whole.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, for Nick Vucevic, there were some great firsts last season. His son, Philip, was born in December. And then Dad made his first All-Star appearance. Nick is from a basketball family. He said, "I'll enjoy telling my son the stories, like my dad did with me. We'll see if he likes the game of basketball." I think he will. Kevin?
Well, DA, it's certainly in his genes. Thanks for that report. Orlando, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Pass to Fultz from beyond the arc. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. In the corner, Bradley with it. The three. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Oh, he's really worked hard on his mechanics. I mean, and Bradley has become a competent shooter.
Pass to Vucevic. There's the dish to Fultz. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Davis. Timeout called the Lakers. Chris, it seems like some teams have been in rebuild mode for a long time. Is there a point at which the league should step in and maybe, I don't know, take over or give them guidance?
You know, I really do. And not because it's necessarily the fault of the team, because, it's tough to win a championship. But to be a perennial bottom dweller, basement dweller, it's not good for the fans. And fans like myself, every year comes the first game, we think, hey, we could win a championship, we could do it. But, you know, our thought process is not based in knowledge. It's just based in our hope and will for the team. So you definitely want to keep teams straight. You want to keep them honest. And I think the league could find a way to step in but not step on the toes of ownership.
And the Lakers making a change here. Caldwell Pope's checked in.
And let's check out some stats. Here are the numbers for Vucevic. Averaging about 19 points, 11 rebounds, and 3 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, it gives you something you really can rely on going into every game. And you can also work off of him to look to create for others.
Here's Fournier following the bucket by the Lakers. The three drains the three-pointer. And that's now 11 points for Vucevic.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
The three from Bradley. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, man, let's talk about it. The great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
And how about the quick-fire release of Fultz? It is difficult to guard. You know he's thinking about shooting as the pass is coming his way.
It's all clicked into place for him this quarter. He's not missed a single shot.
To the paint, here's Vucevic, and Vucevic throws it down.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Los Angeles has gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Green, no luck. Orlando, they've gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. The shot's good from Fournier.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about feel.
Here's Caldwell Pope following the basket by Evan Fournier.
And you have to do a ton to distract Caldwell Pope. Just razor-sharp concentration when he's going up with the shot.
Passes it to Vucevic. Here's Isaac. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. LA has gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Again, the Lakers. And it's Fultz with the ball for the Orlando Magic. Left side Fournier. Wide open look. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. 13 points for Evan Fournier.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing. Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
Vucevic in for his 7th make in 14 tries.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Davis with the bucket.
As dangerous as he is inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares when he's able to get to the mid-range. He's very reliable when he steps back and takes the jump shot.
Fournier gets a wide open look, hands it from downtown. Fournier's got 16.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store. Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
I love watching Caldwell Pope shoot the ball. Just has such beautiful form on the shot.
And Fournier kicks to Gordon. The pass to Vucevic. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Caldwell Pope. It's rebounded by Fultz. The Magic shooting a stellar 60% since the halftime break. Fournier's shot is off.
Now, you don't see that very often. A wide open 3 is usually like a layup for him.
And the shot is good. 14 points for Kentavious Caldwell Pope.
That's 10 straight off of the mid-range. And guys, at this point in his career, Anthony Davis just entering his prime. Crazy to think when you look at what he's already accomplished thus far.
Here's Caldwell Pope. They get it back, and it's Davis finishing it off.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Here's Fultz, banked in off the glass. Fultz has got 12 points now in the quarter. And we are talking about Anthony Davis. How do you even put into words, Craig, what he's able to do on the basketball floor?
I mean, he's entering the conversation among the best big men of all time. On a nightly basis, dominating in so many facets of the game. Really, it's remarkable.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
Here's Fultz following the basket by Anthony Davis.
Oh, man, challenging the defense inside with the pass. That's just good ball movement.
And stolen by Gordon. Now, here's Isaac, guarded by Bradley. Isaac passes to Fultz. The shot that time, not on target. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Pulls up from the corner. That's good from Caldwell Pope on the assist by Bradley. 16 points for Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Outside Fournier. To the left side wing. No one near Fultz as he lets it go. And again, it's Orlando converting.
It's important that Fultz keeps adding to his offensive arsenal. I love seeing him get hot.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. So it's Orlando now. Over in the corner, Fultz. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Come on, you got to get up on him and play some defense. They won't get away with that next time.
That shot wide open. Caldwell Pope's got 10 points in just the second half.
Oh, and Caldwell Pope is not shy about letting it fly, about getting one up. Such a nice stroke.
At the elbow, Vucevic. The basket good off the assist from Fultz.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
We've got 1:13 left to play in the third. Here's Green. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Fournier, and there are the Magic with another bucket.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Caldwell Pope. Here's McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
A specialty of McGee's. I mean, he's a high-activity guy who's opportunistic on the offensive glass.
They get a hand on it. The feed to Gordon. And another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Shoots. The Lakers keeping it going. A new 14-second shot clock. That one drops for him.
Just fantastic to have a scorer like Caldwell Pope, a guy who can let it rain from any spot on the floor.
And the foul called on Danny Green. That is his first foul of the game. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Vucevic. Ennis comes in for Isaac. Ross, he's checked in for Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Markelle Fultz. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Davis. J.R. Smith's checked in for Green. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Avery Bradley. That's a 2 from Smith, and again it's the Lakers.
Oh, Smith is so quick off the ground. Look how he pulled right up on the defense.
Augustine looking around, hits the three-point bomb. Augustine's got his third basket of the night right there. With 4 seconds on the clock, Howard misses.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup, that'll get the whole team pumped up.
And so it's Los Angeles with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Morris is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Rajon Rondo. Then there's Howard. And it's Caruso in at the shooting guard position.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He can be an ace when he gets a good look at three.
Goes up the baseline. Again, Los Angeles.
Check out Kuzma's quick and fluid release. No wonder he can get it going from mid-range.
Out left to the wing. Here's Carter Williams. His three-pointer's off the mark.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they can do is try to get him more easy looks.
With the G League growing by leaps and bounds, one is now being brought to Mexico City, Chris.
I mean, first of all, let's go back to last season. Did you see how crazy those fans were in Jurassic Park in Toronto?
Yeah, they love it.
Can you imagine Mexico? Oh, my
They'll
God.
love it.
This
You
would
better
be
believe
great. Mexico City, yeah. Let's bring everyone in, all the fans in. And what I really love is that it's for the home fan base. So when I think of the Toronto Raptors, I think about the city of Toronto. I think about Canada and how it's theirs. And even though we're one league, that team is theirs, and they take that pride on, and it just brings so much more excitement. Can you imagine all the people in Mexico City being excited for their team? Oh, I want to be at one of the first games when that happens because I know the crowd is going to be sick. It's going to be crazy. I want to be there.
Now here's Ennis. Following the miss by Kyle Kuzma. Connects from three-point range.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
To him, Greg, the basket looks as big as the ocean right now. I mean, that's how easy he's making it look.
Yeah, Rondo just knows how to wheel and deal, has that exceptional feel for when one of his guys is open.
Here's Augustine. Following the basket by Kyle Kuzma. Pass to Birch. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And it's DJ Augustine with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now here's Carter Williams. Shoots the three, and there's Augustine. That's good on the assist from Carter Williams. Carter Williams has got 6 assists here tonight. Rondo, wide open, nails the wide open jump shot.
And now you can see the D having problems stopping the mid-range jumper, just not really closing out as much as they need to.
And the basket is good. Carter Williams has got his first bucket in this one.
Look, Carter Williams is a fantastic feel for inside the paint. Defenders have a tough time dealing with his size.
Howard can't hit.
Even when the D is playing off of him, the mid-range jumper shouldn't be the shot they're looking for.
Second chance shot, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Shooting 2. Kim Birch.
Timeout called the Lakers. And the NBA is seeming to be at the crossroads of sports and fashion and Chris, music. Do you think it's always been
Kevin.
This interwoven?
Oh, Kevin, please. You see the outfits they're wearing now? Now I got to be like the old fuddy-duddy, the old guy. Oh, my goodness. Guys are basically coming into the game like, did you turn on the lights before you got dressed in your closet? I mean, I know it's fashion. I'm not speaking about any one guy, but wow. I'm telling you, they've taken fashion to another level. And even though I joke about it, it's always fun anticipating what type of outfit you want to see guys walk in. Especially, I mean, come on. I love their games, and then I look and I say, wow, they have to be confident on the court because they wore that to the game today. They're confident in life all around.
Overall, right.
Yeah.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. He's perfect from the line this time. And with a younger generation of fans cutting the cord, Adam Silver has talked about ways, Chris, to make the games, the NBA games, more accessible.
Yeah, and as a guy, Kevin, that played on the West Coast, I know many people aren't happy with this idea, but I say move the games up an hour. Move it to 6 o'clock so that I could watch LeBron on the West Coast when I'm living on the East Coast and be to bed by a normal time where kids can stay up. But how about the streaming? I mean, you can watch it on your phone. It's so many better and different ways now. I mean, before, if you were traveling, you could never watch a game because you had to be by a TV set stuck into a wall. Now, that's your phone, your pads, and everything else. So I love the game. It's becoming more global because of the expansion and how we've gotten players out there in front of fans. And now, with the access that fans have through some type of mobile device, I just love it. I love it.
One shot.
And even though Chris Dwight Howard won't be logging the 35-plus minutes he once did, he is still a factor when he's on the floor.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. You better pay attention to Dwight. He can still hurt you with any touch he gets around the basket. I like seeing him in short bursts where you can force the opposing team to adjust to him inside. I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
And you can sense there, Rondo taking some pride in shredding the D with his passing, has exceptional vision.
And Carter Williams slams it in.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Carter Williams.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Now, here's Kuzma, and that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard.
Yes,
Howard's got 5 assists in the game. Here's Augustine. To the left wing. Ennis passes to Birch. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Three-pointer Augustine. He can't get that one. And the Lakers take it the other way. Here's Kuzma. Misses the three. And it's Carter Williams with the ball for the Magic. So the wing on the left. And here's Augustine. Shoots a three. The Lakers with the rebound. Howard's got his 16th rebound on the night.
Well, until he starts knocking down some shots, I don't think the deficit's going to get any smaller.
Buries it from three-point range.
Wow, Morris is a great stretch four. Spaces the floor beautifully. You can't lose him out on the perimeter.
Out to the right wing. Three-pointer Augustine. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
Well, as long as they're hitting like this, how can you blame them? They're on a tear.
Now here is Augustine. Here's a look at the schedule for the Magic. On Sunday, they'll host the Charlotte Hornets. And then on Tuesday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Detroit Pistons.
And that game against the Cavaliers, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
And the first one at the line is good. Floor spacing, Chris, now so big in the NBA. And big men have the room to put up some unbelievable numbers.
Oh, man, look at Lopez out there in Bucks land. I mean, look what he's doing in Milwaukee, just shooting threes from deep. The same, you got to go to Embiid, Porzingis, and we already seen what the great Dirk Nowitzki has done through his career spacing the floor. Look, it adds time on to your career because you don't have to just go down there and bang and be one-dimensional in the paint. It makes your teammates better because now you're spacing the floor, which gives them room to drive. And if you're really working on your game, you can really make your teammates better because now you have more passing lanes because you're further away from the basket. So as any post player knows, it's a blessing to be surrounded by great shooters. And now big men, they got a little more room out there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And Orlando making a change here. Owundu's checked in, and the Lakers call time here.
Let's see who's the loudest.
Real street from the set, check. I was in the projects, now I'm on the jet. I ain't even trying to talk if it ain't about a check, yeah. There's a pocket, it's on me. People on me. It's a moment when I saw God, I'm saying why. There's a pocket, it's on me. Your grandma probably know me. It's a moment when I saw God, I'm saying why. Brand new everything.
Here's Augustine, here's Carter Williams, and Carter Williams slams it in.
Carter Williams is a rarity, a point guard who can absolutely throw it down, thanks mainly to his size.
Kuzma can't get it to go.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And it's sent back by Morris. From 18 feet away, and that one's good, Caruso. The Magic shooting and hitting almost everything here in the fourth, up around 58% from the field. Carter Williams, the pass to Augustine, 11 feet away, misses off the left iron. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And that one's good, Caruso.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
Now here is Augustine. He's tightly guarded, poked away. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Kuzma, and Kuzma slams it in.
Well, you have to admire the creativity. I mean, Kuzma, when he gets a chance for a highlight reel, he'll make a poster.
The Magic shooting so far very efficient, all around, about 55%. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Regarding the overstated pre-draft concerns about Luka Doncic. Even as the game goes international, it seemed like many GMs are scared to go all in on European players.
One shot.
And rightfully so. It's a new area, and if they're not immersed into the culture, it may be a little more trepidation on that end. But I would just say, just look at the really the great stories, whether you're talking about the Vlade Divas or the Sabos that came into the game, and even you can
Dirk
go to
Nowitzki.
Marshall
Nowitzki,
Dirk Nowitzki. Yeah, come on, Porzingis. We got a lot of great players from overseas that have shown us that they can make the way. But the mistake would be is thinking just because someone lives close to them, they would have the game of a Dirk Nowitzki, and that's not true. So you need to do your due diligence, but I think European players have already proved the type of heart, skill set, and mindset that they come to this game with, which is at the top. He's getting hotter the deeper we get into this game. I mean, he didn't give him much of anything in the first half.
Here's Augustine bringing it up now for Orlando. Floats one up, and the layup is up and in. Augustine's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Taking things into his own hands. He's been a beast this quarter.
Here's Cook. The 17-footer goes down.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
I mean, I don't know what they were thinking. You have to know the scouting report. He's a threat from out there.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
Chris, I read this the other day, the NBA announcing the development of the BAL, the Basketball African League. They feel there's a lot of untapped potential there. I would tend to agree.
I'm so excited. I already put my name in the hat to go out there and work with and help develop these kids. Oh, yeah, I'm excited. I mean, just think about this. You want to know what type of talent is out there? Let's just start with Akeem. Then we go to Mutombo, Embiid. He's from Cameroon. How about Antetokounmpo, who has Nigerian parents? I mean, we can keep on going. How about Ibaka help find Siakam? Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
There's some talent out there, baby. And, yes, I'm excited for the BAL, the Basketball African League. Africa, stand up, baby.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for the Lakers. And the second free throw, good. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. He gets it in there.
Oh, I love how quickly Smith got his shot off. He gave the D right there. Little time to react.
Three-pointer Augustine. And it's JaVale McGee with the rebound. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Augustine in the corner. The shot from the low post is good. Augustine's got 16 points here in the second half.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Awundu kicks to Carter Williams, and Carter Williams slams it in.
The long legs of Carter Williams eating up the floor on his way to the rim.
Here's Caldwell-Pope. Another shot. McGee's shot is off.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Yeah, Greg, that's just great defense, forcing his man into a difficult attempt.
Now here's Carter Williams. Back to Augustine. Looking for Aminu. He gets it there. And he comes up with the deuce.
It's crucial that Aminu remains aggressive. This is how he gets these type of opportunities.
Here's Cook. And the shot goes in. And it's the Magic with the ball. Carter Williams with it. The teardrop falls in.
Great extension on the floor. The Carter Williams making sure no defender could block that one.
On the wing. And it's Cook missing. Well, Orlando shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively.
Oh, he can be sneaky good from deep sometimes. I mean, when he gets clean looks, he's got the ability to do some damage out there.
Morris, and that one's on target from the wing. Morris has got 7 points here in this quarter.
You better admire how Morris fends off the challenging defense. I mean, because of his phenomenal concentration.
Carter Williams, the pass to Augustine. Shoots from the baseline. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. Carter Williams has got his 8th assist in the game. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it, just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Los Angeles.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
In what's been a good season already, tonight's win will take their record to 50 wins, a big milestone here tonight.
And you could tell they were ready for this one today, guys. There was something extra on the line, and they wanted it.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for LeBron.
They needed someone to do the heavy lifting tonight, and he was their man, scoring every way he knows how.
And Frank Vogel wants a timeout.
Talking fire, then we speak the same language. And I don't never get extinguished. Kick out my friends on one set of fingers. And they try to cut the supply, but my energy is at an all-time high. Coming up, I'm coming up. turn me into a giant.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
They'd lost 2 straight coming into this one, and he knew he needed to put his foot down. He showed leadership tonight, getting them back on the winning track. Pulls up on the wing, and there's Morris. That's good on the assist by McGee.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game, a sustained effort across the board.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it has to be frustrating to catch fire when the game is already over. I mean, this is not the outcome they wanted.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. They're just a total team effort.
And that's why you don't let them get positioned deep in the post.
No, just too big of a threat down there. I mean, he has a number of go-to moves at his disposal.
And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for the Magic. He kicks it to Ennis. To the wing right side. And a miss there on the triple. Now, here is Morris. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. Anthony, an impressive win, and it seemed like a collective effort out there tonight.
Guys come in and stepped up and played tremendously. So I just go out there and play with all my energy and everything I had in me and leave it out on the floor, and I'm glad we got the win.
Hey, Anthony, thanks for your time. Kevin, back to you, man.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.